you're going to be playing against a good side, so you have to play good football. But I think they can also press much, much higher.
Well, this is the goal. Jonsdottir with a touch, and then Gilroyd was able just to get it past Zinsberger. It was quite an acrobatic finish, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, good balance. Jonsdottir just reacts really quickly to it. This was the good finish, but offside.
Well, it took quite a bit of time for VAR to decide whether it was or was not offside. So Tabia Wasmud, who is the competition's top goal scorer, did have the ball in the back of the net. It didn't count, though. And they're back out with the Hoover to try and get the confetti that was covering the pitch in the first half, which delayed kick-off by about 5 minutes. Trying to clear the pitch, and they've been able to get most of it away. Well, there are a couple of Arsenal fans that have made the trip to Germany. There are options for Arsenal on the bench. Do you think they need to make any changes?
I would be surprised if they make a change. I think they'll have, talked about what to do, how to make it better, and it's for a place in the semi-final. You know that, as you can see here, Wolfsburg have definitely got players on the bench that they can bring on, but Arsenal have too, and I'm sure they will go to the bench at a certain point, but they have to come out in the second half and really give it a go. Get in the faces of Wolfsburg, press much higher, see if they can win the ball high up the pitch. Certainly get their key players, the players that are going to make the difference on the ball more.
Well, Arsenal are out and they're ready and raring to go in the second half. It was Lotte Wubben-Moy who scored that late equaliser in the first leg at Arsenal Stadium. And Gilroyd, against her former club, has given Wolfsburg the lead in the first half. They'll be desperate to try and hold on to that because they know a place in the Champions League semi-finals is at stake. Work to do for the visitors then if they want to see themselves progress further. And of course, no away goals rules means if Arsenal can find an equaliser, and it is all square in the 90 minutes, then we go to extra time and penalties if we need them. The Arsenal players in a huddle. Vivian Miedemar a little bit late to the party, but she's joining her teammates now. The Wolfsburg players are ready and raring to go. And Arsenal will be making a change. Tobin Heath is the player to be replaced. Caitlin Ford will come on. Did you expect to see that change from Arsenal?
I expected to see that change, but not directly at half-time. I think it may say something about what Arsenal are looking for in the second half. They've made a change. They'll want to change the way the game is going.
Well, Helmut Schultz didn't have too much to do in the first half. Arsenal will be hoping to create some more chances of their own in the second half. They currently trail 1-0. Here is Kim Little. Now Marnham. Back to Wubben-Moy. And of course, Arsenal making that half-time change. Tobin Heath making way for Caitlin Ford. Ball over there from Pop, looking for Hoot, who was arriving on that right side for Wolfsburg. Able to get the ball into the area. It found Jill Roord, who wasn't able to get the connection she wanted to get a shot away.
Yeah, again, it's that right-hand side for the home team. It's causing all the problems.
Jonas Edeval and his backroom staff, I'm sure, plenty to think about after that first half performance. Pop through to Roord, and here's Hoot. Moy back to her keeper Zinsberger. It was Wasmuth who was putting the pressure on, so Zinsberger wasn't really able to get that kick very far away from the Arsenal half. And now Wolfsburg will try again. Mills with the ball in, just skips past Jill Roord, and Marnham was able to pick up on it. There's Dominique Janssen. Jons Dottir is the Wolfsburg player that's down. Back up on her feet, though. And Kim Little holding on to that ball, even though there's plenty of those bright green shirts trying to get a touch in to get that ball away. Arsenal able to hold the possession, though. Catley. Ball was looking for Blackstenius, but Janssen got there first and able to get that ball away from Arsenal. That's a lovely ball looking for Jons Dottir. And Zinsberger anticipated it.
Yeah, again, good goalkeeping. Always aware. Just acting as a sweeper. The problem for Arsenal here is to go and press high, they need the players that can actually go and do that. Blackstenius may want to, but Medema definitely not. She'll not want to just go pressing high. So that's maybe why they're deciding to sit back a little bit more to the halfway line and press when Wolfsburg get slightly higher, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be effective enough. There's an attempt here, which is good. If they can win the ball, it's successful.
Moritz through to Blackstenius. McCabe able to keep the ball in play, and Janssen headed it out. Well, whoever wins this matchup will be facing Barcelona in the semi-finals. The current Champions League holders, who yesterday smashed the record of attendance at a women's football match. Roord. Here's Hoot. The ball was looking for Wasmuth, who goes down after colliding with Catley. Not too much in that, though. Tavia Wasmuth was on target in the first leg, as she has been in pretty much every Champions League game that she's played in.
Yeah, it may prove tricky for Payeur to get back in the side.
Around 10,000 fans inside this stadium tonight, showing their support for what is a huge game for both sides. Here's Moritz. Back to Marnham. Williamson. McCabe back to her captain, Kim Little.
It was a Great little run there from Blackstenius, but it wasn't seen by Manham.
Oberdorf able to hold on to that ball, and the challenge came in from McCabe, but Wolfsburg hold on to the possession. Oberdorf. Williamson gets away from Vasmut. Finds Marnham. Here's Miedemar, looking to keep going through. And a foul from Vasmut there onto Williamson. Perhaps Williamson a little bit angry that it wasn't given her slightly earlier. Kim Little, back to Marnham. The ball over the top. Found Blackstenius. Picked up by Moritz. Can't keep hold of that. There's a little push in the back of Janssen.
Yeah, a bit overly aggressive. It was always going to be a free kick.
The last time Arsenal were in the semi-finals of this competition, it was the time that Wolfsburg lifted the trophy back in 2013. Vasmut. Well, you know she's got a powerful strike on her. Couldn't find the target this time.
Yeah, good little break. I think she gets her initial touch wrong, and then it opens up for her for the strike.
Little over the top to Blackstenius. The ball went out of play. There will be a throw into Wolfsburg.
Just a bit more of an attempt now from Arsenal to get Blackstenius in, you know, in the channels, which is what she likes to run. And it will stretch the home side if they can, you know, get a quality ball in to either the left or right channel for the striker.
Zinsberger back to Wilbur Moy, and Arsenal have been able to keep the pressure that Wolfsburg were putting on them in the first half relatively at bay in the opening 10 minutes or so of this second half. Pop keeping the ball up. Miedemar goes down as the challenge there from Oberdorf. So free kick to Arsenal taken by Williamson. Slightly too much on that as the ball skips away from Caitlin Ford, who was the half-time substitution, came on for Tobin Heath. That was the early change that Jonas Edeval felt he had to make to try and make the difference in this game. McKay. Blackstenius looking to turn and get away, but the ball taken off it. Still alive here, though, as it bounces. Could be nicely for Miedemar. It was difficult, really, in the end for her to try and control that, wasn't it?
She did react well. She was the first to react here. It was always going to be difficult to keep this one in. I just wondered if she's taken a knock in that first half. She was out late after the half-time break. Looked to just be carrying a slight knock. She's looking better now. She's managed to run it off a little bit, but she certainly won't want to come off in a game like this.
Well, they're upping the pace a little bit here, Arsenal. It was Miedemar again, right in front of the near post.
And I always think the closer you can get her to the goal, the better for a side. You know, if she's in the penalty box, see how she can use her body. So aware, she's looking for the twist there to get the shot away. Just natural in the penalty box, and so calm and composed. And sometimes when she's playing in that deep position, she's not able to do that. You can't do two things at once.
I've got to say, Kim Little has had a fantastic game so far.
Yeah, she's been the energy, hasn't she, Kim Little? And you can see how desperate she is when she's in possession, not to give it away. She knows she's under a lot of pressure, but she's composed and uses all of her experience.
So Frida Marnham to take the corner for Arsenal. Found Vasmut and she headed it away, and then Jonsdottir made sure it was taken well away from danger.
It's a poor ball in, though. It's got to clear that first defender. It's a real chance for Arsenal to put Wolfsburg under serious pressure, maybe even hem them in a little bit, but when you allow the first defender to get the block away, you've got to start all over again. Remember how much in the first half Wolfsburg were able to just keep the pressure on Arsenal, and eventually they got something out of it.
Kim Little. The last time Wolfsburg lost on home soil in the Champions League was against Juventus in that 2-0 defeat in the group stages back in November. It was the first time that Wolfsburg had lost a home game in the Champions League since 2019. Just shows their strength that they have in this competition. Kim Little, allowed to drive forward, finds Blackstenius. Moritz decides to go for it. Schultz spills it, Miedemar.
Again, the amazing bit of play from Kim Little leads up to this. The goalkeepers everywhere here didn't know what she's doing. She lets the ball go through, it hits her head, it drops. Miedemar tries to get onto it. Much, much better from Arsenal though.
Well, you can definitely see a difference in this Arsenal side from the first half, because Wolfsburg have been kept relatively at bay with the chances that they've been allowed to create. Yeah,
they're growing into this second half. I think you can feel a little bit of confidence in them now. They're getting good possession and they are threatening.
Oberdorf. Still half an hour to go in this second leg of the Women's Champions League quarter-final. McCabe gets away from Rauch. Hendrik in the way, and there's a collision between two players. Oberdorf was one of them. Now Wolfsburg come forward with Jill Roth. Here's Jonsdottir. Vasmut arriving in the area too, able to cut it back. Vasmut just couldn't get a touch that she wanted on it.
The thing about Jonsdottir is that she doesn't look quick, but she is. Just makes it look effortless.
Well, Jonsdottir only made her debut in the Frauen-Bundesliga at the end of January this year. Did sign for Wolfsburg a little bit earlier on. Here's Svenja Huth. Blocked in the end by Kim Little, only as far as Jonsdottir. Roth decides to go back to Janssen. Rauch. Well, Wolfsburg had two brilliant chances in the first leg to try and get themselves a second when two chances hit the post in quick succession as well. And they'll probably be reeling that they weren't able to get those in.
Yeah, but we did know that this was going to be tight, this fixture.
Well, the free kick goes Arsenal's way, which is why you can hear the whistles around the stadium. Noelle Moritz, signed from Wolfsburg in July 2020. Hort. Rauch. Over to an Arsenal throw, and it was Moritz to take it. Vasmut picks it up though, looking to get that ball into space, which Svenja Hood will try and chase down. It was an important block from Catley, who was able to get there first.
Oh, it's a really good recovering tackle from Catley. You know, Hood's quick, so it shows the pace of the fullback.
Well, it was getting a little bit feisty between Svenja Hood and Steph Catley. Oberdorf couldn't quite stay on her feet. It was a nice turn to try and get around Steph Catley. As she was trying to do that, though, just slipped.
Yeah, a really good player, keeps getting better and better.
Miedema. Through to Blackstenius, but it was away by Jonsson.
Blackstenius had to take longer in possession there, just to allow her teammates to get up and support. I think it was only McCabe, but that was a really difficult ball to try and find her. Bit more patience.
Marnham. Kim Little. Caitlin Ford's asking for it. Gets it to Blackstenius.
Again, much better play from Arsenal. They've managed to press much higher in the second half, particularly from goal kicks. And they'll keep getting closer if they carry on doing that. Blackstenius almost gets ahead of Jansson at the front post. Not quite.
Well, they've got themselves a corner, Arsenal. Frida Marnham sends this one in. Wubbemoy almost at the far post. Got a decent connection to it, but it was well blocked in the end by Wolfsburg.
Better ball in, though.
It was Hendrik who just got in the way from Wubbemoy.
I wonder if Wolfsburg may look to the bench now, just to freshen things up again, as Arsenal start to put a bit more pressure on.
And so they do, because here's Kim Little again, just weaving away in and out of the Wolfsburg players. Looks so easy for her when she's on the ball. Another corner to Arsenal, taken by Marnham. And this time, straight into the hands of Almut Schult.
Yeah, an Arsenal player should really be in front of Schult there, make sure she can't come off her line, because it was a decent ball in.
Moy with the ball back to Zinsberger. Had to make sure she got there, though, because there was two Wolfsburg players who were ready to pounce. Hendrik. The ball's kept in play. Out to Wubbemoy. Headed away by Wilms. And Hood We'll play this back to keeper Schultz. And now it's Arsenal who are putting the pressure on Wolfsburg when they're playing it out from the back. Roort. Rauch finds Jonsdottir. Alex Popp and Vasmus are the two players that are ready in the area waiting. Jonsdottir loses the possession. McCabe with a big kick away finds Miedemar, waiting in that central position. This could be a nice opportunity for Arsenal as Ford looking just to curve that ball into the pathway of Blackstenius.
It's a really nice break again. Good ball from McCabe out of pressure, and a lovely touch from Miedemar. Just so gentle, the technique to take it in front of her, so it was a forward pass she could make next.
Change then for Arsenal. McCabe off, Nikita Paris on. Jordan Nobbs also ready to make her appearance as Frida Marner makes way.
Really positive. Probably a good time to make those substitutions as well, because they're gaining the momentum a bit. An extra bit of sharpness just might give them what they want.
Here is Jordan Nobbs with the first touch of the game. Oberdorf. And picked up by Roort. Here's Jonsdottir. Finds Popp. Just can't get past Kim Little. He's collided into, and the ball's given away here. Svenja Hoot looking to create an opportunity. Able to cut inside, can't quite get the shot away. It was rebounded. And Arsenal able to deal with that well. Rauch with the ball into Jonsdottir. They'll keep testing here, Wolfsburg. Jonsdottir gets away from Moritz. Oh, it's an own goal. Heartbreak for Arsenal. Leah Williamson, as she was trying to clear it away, put it in the back of her own net. Wolfsburg have their second, 3-1 on aggregate. And what a huge, huge goal that could turn out to be for the home side as they look to seal their ticket into the semi-finals of the Champions League.
Yeah, so difficult to defend against this, because she's only got one thought in her mind: hit the byline. Use that pace, that length of stride. Williamson just lifts her foot to block it, and I think it catches underneath her boot on the studs, and it takes it past Zinsberger. Really unlucky. Just can't stretch out enough. But you have to give credit to Jonsdottir. Takes a touch and immediately gets at the fullback, and then puts the ball into an area that asks questions of the defence, and sometimes you get lucky.
Leah Williamson has been given that as an own goal, and that will be heartbreaking for Arsenal. But Svendis Jonsdottir involved in both goals for Wolfsburg on her first start in the Champions League. Arsenal looking to respond immediately. And Wolfsburg now have themselves a little bit of breathing space.
Yeah, it's definitely come at a very good time for them, because as we were talking about, Arsenal had much more possession and starting to threaten.
Moritz with the ball in, blocked though by Jonsdottir. Arsenal corner. What a performance the young 20-year-old is having in such an important stage in Wolfsburg's Champions League campaign. Catley with the corner in for Arsenal. Header off the post from Miedema, saved off the post again. They still can't clear it away, Wolfsburg. Now Paris picks this up for Arsenal. Out to Kim Little. Williamson with the ball in, headed away by Pop. Schultz with an important save.
Well, you have to ask, how does this not go in? Good first header. It's Miedema. There's that Williamson for the second. Great save. Schultz managed to just claw it out.
Another corner for Arsenal. Catley sends it in. Williamson was arriving. Hoot getting that ball away. Here's Jonsdottir. Her pace was matched by Kim Little, the Arsenal captain.
That's really unlucky for Arsenal. Two really good attempts, great ball in. You think it's going over the line and keeper makes the save.
Oberdorf. Miedema. It's away from Hendrik and able to get the ball into the feet of Ford. Here's Jordan Nobbs' ball taken off though by Jill Hoard. And it will be a nervy 15 minutes or so for the Wolfsburg fans watching this game. Although they do lead 2-0, anything can still happen in this quarter-final. Williamson. Nice looking ball for Blackstenius. Trying to get away from Hendrik. It was good defending in the end, and Wilbs clears it away. Pop. Ball to Jonsdottir. She'll have to get around Moritz. There's players waiting in the box. Vasmus one of them, but Pop decides to go at it alone. Zinsberger had it covered. There is Eva Pajor, a player that's been out for so long for Wolfsburg. Goal-scoring machine. Not featured for Wolfsburg since September. Only made 2 Champions League appearances, scored 3 goals in those 2 appearances. And this will be a happy return for the Wolfsburg fans that are watching on in this stadium to welcome back the 24-year-old Polish international Eva Pajor. And replaces Svendis Jonsdottir, who's had an incredible game.
Yeah, she made a real impact. I have to say, good to see this player back. Really exciting player. Moritz also off the pitch now.
Moritz is also out as Laura Veenreuter comes on for Arsenal. Laura Reinreuter will know all too well about playing against this Wolfsburg side, having signed from Hoffenheim in January this year. And of course, played against Hassel as well for Hoffenheim in the Champions League. Was part of the team that beat Arsenal in Germany. Steph Catley's down.
I just have the feeling that even before Wolfsburg scored the second goal, Arsenal have thrown like caution to the wind. They've really had a real goal. It did look like a slow one from Catley there. But maybe in the first half, they should have done that. Asked more questions of Wolfsburg in the first half. That said, you also have to, you know, respect the way that Wolfsburg played in the first half. There's Jonsdottir's goal, or I should say, the own goal. I always like to give it to the front players.
I'm sure Leah Williamson will be quite happy for that to be Jonsdottir's goal, but it was just, and she was trying to clear it away. Always heartbreaking, isn't it? Nothing you can do. Arsenal looking to see if they can get themselves back in this game. 10 minutes to go. The second leg of this quarter-final of the Champions League. Or Arsenal will be forced to bow out of the competition, and Wolfsburg will be sent on their way in another semi-final. Jill Roth. Ball in. Here's Eva Pyle. Can't keep hold of the ball. Williamson got it off her.
Immediately you see the pace of Pyle.
Well, they've got it back now, Wolfsburg. Here's Oberdorf. Urged to shoot, so she does. Well, the crowd has really started to liven up inside Wolfsburg Arena.
Yeah, she was winding up on that one. Didn't catch it the way she wanted to, though.
Jordan Knox. Little. Ford back to Little. Ford turns and tries to get away from Oberdorf. Does so, but she's looking for other options to help her out because she's being crowded out. Woman Moy spotted Reinreuter. Here is Reinreuter. Looking for that bouncing ball into the area. Away by Lynn Wilms, only as far as Kim Little, who will take a strike and straight into Oberdorf, who got a block in. Well, Vasmud got the ball away from Steph Catley. But the referee blows a whistle and it's a free kick to Arsenal.
Yep, in a good position as well. Needs a good delivery.
So free kick comes in, and delivery was sent straight into the hands of Almut Schult, who wants to set Tabia Basmut free. She's seen Payor, who's up there too. Pop. Here is Payor, gets away from Williamson. Flag was up though.
Very close.
Didn't really look offside, did it? Looked like Williamson was playing her onside. Complaints coming in there from...
No complaints there.
Well, the next change for Wolfsburg. Says Lena Oberdorf, who makes way for Rebecca Blomqvist. Well, she avoided getting a yellow card, Lena Oberdorf, because if she did, she would have had to miss the first leg of the semi-final. Williamson. Blomqvist.
They need something quickly.
Well, time is running out for Jonas Edeval and his Arsenal side if they want to have any look of trying to progress through to the next stage of this Champions League. They'll have to find 2 goals in the next 4 minutes or so. Paris. Nobbs. Catley. Here's Ford. Trying to get away from Wilms. She was getting crowded out, but Arsenal have themselves a corner. Handball.
Just catches her hand, but she's done well since coming on. She's been involved. That left-hand side's been trickier for Wolfsburg.
Catley with the delivery in. Not cleared away. This time it is by Rauch. And Jordan Nobbs decided to go for a swinging hit. And a relatively easy save for Almut Schult. Well, Tommy Stroot has been able to get his game plan off perfectly for his Wolfsburg side, who have kept the chances at bay against Arsenal, who, against any other opposition, have been so strong. There's still time, though, for the English side. Jordan Nobbs through to Nikita Paris. Almut Schult says she didn't get anything on the touch from Nikita Paris as she tried to get around. That could have been dangerous.
Well, your initial thought is that there's contact, but the angle of it is difficult to see, but we'll catch it now. Nice touch. Oh, I think there is contact.
Well,
not a lot. She just gets the ball over, but just on that right leg. She clearly thinks, you can normally tell by the reaction, I know that she'll want it, but goalkeeper says no. Let's see. It's a great ball through, chased down really, really well. I think there's slight contact.
Well, the check is ongoing. Schulte still shaking her head. She doesn't think there was anything in it. Neither does VAR, and neither does the referee. And Wolfsburg can breathe a sigh of relief.
Well, there you go. It was very, very close. Just thought that might have been the lifeline for Arsenal.
Here's Pop. Back to Janssen. And Schulte. 4 minutes. Added on. Roord. Ball into the feet of Blomqvist. Blomqvist keeps going. Out to Hoot, who can square it. And the flag is up.
Sven Hoot, I think, just offside. When it comes to nothing. I've got to say, Kim Little has been fantastic for Arsenal tonight and doesn't deserve to be on a losing side. He's really led by example out there.
Schulte holding on to that one and able to get the kick away. Pop. Payo. Rood. Back to Pop. Rauch. Rood again, turning, looking to get away from Little. It's fallen to Jill Roord again. He'll take a strike. It was a decent hit too. Easy enough though for Zinsberger. And all Wolfsburg will want to do is just make sure it doesn't go anywhere near where Helmut Schulte is.
Yeah, and based on the overall performance, Wolfsburg have deserved the win. First half of performance was really, really strong.
Free kick to Arsenal then. Catley sends us into the hands of Helmut Schulte. And surely Tommy Strootz has led his side to a Champions League semi-final where Wolfsburg will meet the current Champions League holders Barcelona. Helmut Schulte holding on to that one. And gets that ball as far away from her area as possible. Wolfsburg just running down the clock. Only 5 seconds left of the 4 that were added. Well, the Wolfsburg fans are up on their feet because that is the final whistle. Wolfsburg make it through to the Champions League semi-finals. 2-0 on the night, 3-1 on aggregate. It was a fine performance from Tommy Stroot's side, who dominated Arsenal in the first half thanks to a goal from Jill Roord against her former club within the opening 10 minutes to make it 1-0. And then heartbreak for Arsenal in the second half because then Leah Williamson own goal meant it sealed the deal for the German side and sent them through to the semi-finals of the Women's Champions League, and they will now face Barcelona in the next round. Well, we knew it was going to be a tight affair.
Yeah.
It definitely was. Did Wolfsburg deserve it overall?
Yeah, they did. Absolutely. I think in the second half, Arsenal came back at them and kept them honest, but I still felt that on the counter-attack for Wolfsburg, they had the players that could hurt Arsenal. Arsenal came close, but in the end, I think the better sides won and are through to play Barcelona. That's going to be a tasty game.
It certainly will, especially playing against the team that are the current Champions League champions. But Wolfsburg are through, and what a performance that was from the German side to make sure they got the golden ticket. And of course they welcome back Eva Pajor, who has been missing for so long for Wolfsburg. And it now can be party time inside this stadium here in Germany. Who for you, Scott, have been the key standout players in this match?
Well, obviously, Jonsdottir was excellent. Every time she got the ball, she looked dangerous. I think in the initial part of the game, Svenja Hut led by example down that right-hand side. But all in all, just some very, very good football players on that park. And as I say, Wolfsburg deserved the win. 50-50 on the possession count, no.
Well, it was Wolfsburg that were edging the possession in the first half. Arsenal definitely looked the better team coming out in the second half. They were able to start creating chances of their own. They just weren't able to get it into the back of the net, and they will be frustrated with that.
Yeah, and I just, in some ways, you look at things on hindsight, but should have Arsenal maybe come out of the blocks quicker, a little bit more ready to attack and to get in the faces of Wolfsburg. But we did say, when a team like Wolfsburg come out on their home ground as quickly as they did, and they've got real quality players, they were able to find the spaces, keep putting the pressure onto Arsenal, and as I say, in the end, overall, they've deserved it.
So it's Wolfsburg who have secured their spot in the Champions League semi-finals, and they will face Barcelona in the next round, and it is party time for the German side, who are jumping with joy because they've beaten Arsenal, and they go through to the next round and one step closer. Full time, Wolfsburg 2, Arsenal 0.